Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Sarah, Orphel's Criminal, and today we're looking at something that is really interesting, especially for those of you unaware of their past incidents. Mostly one man's infamous treatment of a couple of Lolita community members. This man is creepy, sleazy, and honestly, don't get mad at me for this, kind of fucking ugly and a terrible person all around. Yes, today we are talking about Bodyline and the brand's previous owner, Mr.Yan. Bodyline began selling items online in November of 2001, originally starting as a costume shop. The Bodyline factory is located in China near Shanghai International and has around 100 employees. I'm not sure if that number has changed and if there's more people or more factories. I don't know. During 2002, Bodyline began selling gothic Lolita items. Well, There was one dress release that I can see on Lollaberry, the Gathered Lace 2-piece set, cataloged as Gothic 08 for the Black X Black, Gothic 09 for the Black X White, and Gothic 10 for the White X White. It's really interesting seeing the origins of Lolita brands. You can really tell that this is definitely a product of its time. And also, you can see Misako Aoki in a lot of the older Bodyline pictures, modeling. So I think that's really cool to see where she got her start as well. Over the next few years, Bodyline would create Lolita items ranging from wrist cuffs to JSKs to wigs. The thing is though, Bodyline produced a lot of replicas. Like, a lot of replicas. Gothic, punk, and Lolita brands were usually the victims, such as Black Peace Now, Baby the Star Shine Bright, and Angelic Pretty. In fact, they stole a whole bunch from Angelic Pretty. Here's some comparisons.
Oh my god!
Thanks to Stefano for gathering these all in one concise article. The replicas weren't the biggest issue with Bodyline that most Lolitas had. Meet Yoshiko Sakurai. Not sure if that's her last name or not, but that is what her Tumblr had as the name. Yoshiko worked with Bodyline to make some of their first prints, as well as modeling for them. She was a big part of the design operations there and worked hard during her time spent there. Well, Yoshiko began getting ill. It's hard to tell if it was a chronic illness or if it was a new thing. Doesn't matter, she was getting ill. She powered through this and continued working and modeling for the brand. By force or by her own will, I'm uncertain, until eventually something happened. Yoshiko became pregnant. And Bodyline had strict weight regulations at the time, which we will go over in Mr. Yan's portion of the video. So quick question, what do you think Bodyline did? What do you think Bodyline did about this? What do you think they did? Would you have asked her to get an abortion? And on top of that, they asked her to be with Mr. Yan, who we haven't gone over yet, but I literally cannot stress this enough. He is a bad person who has a reputation of asking things like this. As far as I know, Yoshiko did not get an abortion and left Bodyline, which, by the way, I'm glad that she practiced her bodily autonomy, and I'm glad she was able to choose whatever she wanted for her and her baby, or if she wanted to have an abortion. I'm glad that she was able to practice that. Anyways, circling back, she left Bodyline and moved out of the country. That's when Bodyline refused to send her things back to her. I'm unsure of what things she's talking about, but they had something of hers that they refused to send. This went on for a while, I think about a year or two. It was never said if she got these things back in the end. And now, here comes the Mr. Yan portion and his share of drama. There's been plenty of issues regarding him and other models, but there are two specific ones that I want to cover. Mr. Yan is a mystical 30-something-year-old man at the time of these incidents. Keep this in mind. Mr. Yan was really interesting to research. He held sales such as the Mr. Yan So Furious sale or the Mr. Yan So Dreamy sale. Not sure if that one is a joke or not, but I think that it is very funny. As well as hosting contests to find models for his brand. There were strict height, weight, and age requirements, which is weird, but whatever. It's just a fun contest to find a new Bodyline model. Enter Nadia. Nadia won the 2009 contest and was flown out to Japan from Mexico, and she spent time with Mr. Yan and other staff, as well as modeling some pieces. After her trip, it came out that he asked her to marry him. Do you see a pattern here? Do you see a pattern here with Mr. Yan? Literal insane behavior. Eventually, things settled down until a package came in the mail. It was a skirt and a JSK featuring a girl in the print. The print was named Love Nadia and was rumored to be another marriage proposal from Mr. Yan to Nadia. This was never outright said by any of the parties involved, but it was a very sound rumor started on EGL LiveJournal. In August of 2009, the print went live on Bodyline's site. In October, we had the Mr. Yan So Furious sale, which featured Mr. Yan smashing mirrors and breaking things. If you have the video, by the way, please send it to me. I really want to see it. Thank you. Which, if you didn't catch on, was more than likely because of Nadia's rejection. Moving on, it is 2013. There's been another contest. The contest requirements were for a girl under 170 centimeters, 88 to 120 pounds, and between 13 and 25 years old. The winner of the contest was a girl named Venus Palermo, a 16-year-old from Switzerland. You may also know her as Venus Angelic. I won't speak too much on it out of respect for Venus, as I believe she said that she didn't want others to talk about it, but he pulled the same thing he did with Nadia, minus the dress print. Bodyline got Venus's trip video taken down because of copyright infringement, which led to a back and forth between the two for a while, with Bodyline and Venus stating some crazy things about each other. For example, that Venus's BO was so bad they had to throw the dresses she modeled away. I don't really know a ton about Venus, but I believe most of what she's saying and disregard a lot of what Bodyline has to say, just because Bodyline had such a terrible reputation at the time. Also, I absolutely have to share this picture that I found of Mr. Yan being the weirdo that he is to Venus Angelic. Bodyline has since undergone extreme changes. Mr. Yan was given the boot, prints were renamed, and the physical stores have since closed down. As far as I know, nothing big as Venus or Nadia have happened since, and I doubt something like that will ever happen again. I've ordered from them after all this happened. Their dress and skirt quality isn't the worst, and their wigs are pretty decent as well, and I still wear it 4 years later. The wig, I still wear my wig 4 years later. This is not meant to slander them current day, because things have changed. This is more to inform you of why a lot of Lolitas don't trust them and or don't shop from them. If you find something that you like on their website or secondhand, by all means go and buy it. This is just a retelling of the past and does not reflect Bodyline as a company currently. I really didn't want to do that big of a deep dive just because I didn't want this video to go on too long, and I prefer my videos to be a little bit like a little short snack bite of information. So this is the perfect length and I'm really happy with it, and I really hope you guys like this video. Please don't go harass any of the people mentioned in this. We also don't know where Mr. Yan is current day, so if you do find him, don't harass him. Don't harass anyone else in these videos. Venus Angelic will be getting her time in the spotlight eventually, just because of the whole living doll thing. And yeah, that's all I really wanted to talk about. So thank you guys so much for watching. This is Sarah or Filth Criminal, whichever you prefer, and have a good day.